Good morning, Fluffam. How are you doing? Yeah. You know, I got this song in my head. It's Prison Sex from Tool. But anyway, that's besides the point. But you might want to listen to the song. It's quite fun. So, if you break down the layer cake, it's simple actually. It's fundamentally grounded in, what you could call accepted science. You have the slow vibration, and then you get higher and higher and higher, increasing not just the motions, but with that, the charge. And this is essential to understanding the layer cake. And most people, you deal with everyday stuff in life, like driving a car. But most people forget what they're actually doing. Most people just go on their normal structures of life and, their own being, consumed by materialism. And the layer cake is a piece of matter, But you might call it a spiritual journey just the same. Like the New Age people want to say, you need to go to a higher vibration or a higher frequency. Well, to think in those terms, you got to separate what they're actually saying. You got to live it. You got to envision it. Because if you would raise your vibrational state, you would eventually change thermodynamic state because that's, the essence of going to higher vibrations. Low vibrations, solid. And as you progress through the solid state, the liquid state, the gas state, to the plasma state, and maybe beyond, I don't know, I never been there. But you might end up like a yogi who can, shift in and out of physical awareness. This process, you see it with trees, you see it with everything. You see it with all kinds of matter. You got rust on vehicles. It's an oxidation process. But what's happening? the metal is oxidizing, which is actually a slow burn. This will cause for us, decay of the material, because it oxidizes, and then, what you get is ashes. That what you don't see is what is released. There is an interaction, there is stuff going on that, without looking closely at it, you miss. And it's the looking closely part that's missing in a lot of people. But the layer cake is essentially the world you're living in. You look down and you see the ground beneath you and the water resting upon it, and the atmosphere upon that, and above that you got the plasma, which has been demonstrated, which has been there for all the time. We can imagine a sunrise with all the colors, like we can see that in the aurora borealis, and we can touch it by, well, not recommend it, but having to touch the lightning, it's not recommended. But anyway, it's there, and you can ignore it, you can do whatever you want, but in essence it's still a layer cake. And from there, you got to figure out how that layer cake can be a ball. Well, if it can be. And they know better than us. And they know. Otherwise, they would not fight it. But anyway, most people are now too much concerned about corona, which is just another form of dissonance. Coronal dissonance, a different vibration your body has to deal with. Well, see you later.